This is coming through so strong. You haven't overcome what you have overcome for nothing. Not just the overcoming of whatever your 22, your thing is. I can only refer to me. It's easier for me to speak that way, right? I have, fuck everything else in my life that happened when I was a kid, this, that, and every, adult. But my back thing, being able to walk, being able to work. And what got me through that, yes, God, but I had to do it. God doesn't do it for you. You have to do it. Your choice. Going through that and getting to where, but see, I held on to a vision. Everything I was speaking about earlier is I shot 144, a short, I think it was yesterday. And it was about only between you and God. And I get it now, thank you. I heard working behind the scenes. All of this being led up to this point in your life, this point in your life. I mean, you did all of that, you overcame. I'm hearing so much. We're going to ring the bell, so watch your ear holes. Ready? I don't know if it's a thing, but I rang it again because I stopped it before and immediately it was, don't do that. Or whatever came through, It was more than that, but it was instant. You heard how 333 fast I rang it again. It's how quick a whole conversation, Anyway. Supersonic, super speed, yeah. It is, I guess, like, that's a good way to put it. Not stopping it before it rings out, before it plays out. Letting it flow. No interruptions. So earlier I shot a video and I don't know what the title is, sorry. No, I apologize for that. Yeah. It's like every video, it's like all of them in one right now, 444. Like everything leading up to now. I looked up on my board and it said just for today. I look up and things will just, I am magical. Dance on, road trip. Life is magical. 505, you haven't gone through all these things. It was behind the scenes things you forgot about because you've been so in depth, in enthralled. What's the word? Embellished. Ding, fries are done. Yeah, remember, and you'll have to go look at the other videos. It was about your path. It's like holding on to that, the destination, but allowing the path to unfold. And I think I might have said something, well, anyway, I have written down now, being laid out step by step for you. You take one step, and there's not another place for you to step. But you take that next step, it lights up. Like that Thor movie. When they're walking on the whatever, and when they walk, it lights up. It's like that leap of faith card, It's behind the scenes, but not until you become aware of it. The observation, the awareness. Then it's been seen, it's been recognized, it's being laid out before you. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, justice. I'm going to use me as an example, my back. And I have road trip. 707, God and I know, we know, but you had to get to a place, didn't you? Home is where the heart is. Home is in your heart. Stop to take a look in the mirror. You stopped, you took a look in the mirror. And you became aware of one another, right? The man in the mirror, Michael Jackson. We'll call it your shadow side. We'll call it the other part of you. We'll call it the other part that makes it you, your other half. Your twin flame, it's you, hidden in other people. Working itself out, freeing itself, doing the work. And now you've looked at the man in the mirror, that 5 of Cups. You looked at it and you faced it and you kept on going. And as you take each step, it lights up. You just have to take that step. You'll get there. There's a card. I hope it comes out. I don't know which deck it's in. But it's like, you take the first step. And then, like on, it's like on wings of angels, That's not what it says, but, well, I think one does say that. 10 of Cups. The 5 of Cups, you looked, you stopped, you faced yourself in the mirror, and you kept going. 5 to 10. Bam. So maybe you're in that 7 of Cups. I don't know what the 7 of Cups means or what it is or whatever. Maybe, but they're giving me, what if you're in a 7 and 8 cups right now, right? It's being balanced out. The steps are being illuminated. The steps. They're giving you signs. right? Giving you signs, like they're giving me signs for what my next steps are. What did I just join? Different thing, you know what I mean? And then how that made me feel inside. Excited. I can't wait. That's what I want. I know. I have an idea. I've been shown now how to make it happen. Because that was always the thing. How are you going to do that? The 7. How are you going to do that? I don't know. Well, that way's been shown. Next, we got over that hurdle, stepped over that awareness, 1044. Once it's aware, now it's 8. Then you begin to take off. I know it's not cups, it's wands, but maybe that was the 7 and 8 they wanted to talk about. I mean, it came up. Path illuminated. I'm hearing it's going to start pouring in, right? It's going to start being one after another. You're going to get these ideas. Someone's going to run across you. There is 1122. There's a woman out there who maybe has what I need and I have what they need, and they are being called to get in their camper, or maybe it's sell their house. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And they're like, you know what? Let's fucking get together. 1144. When I said let's get together, it was 1144. Let's get together and see, if we're compatible. Are we like-minded? Well, if you found me on here, then you already know what I'm like. But not completely. Not the healing, not the divine guidance part. But that comes after a decision. So you're like, you know what? We could travel all these different places and work. There's the money. Just need an RV. Or a motorhome thing or whatever, right? Yep. And then it becomes a reality. And you never know. Making money and what's going on, what happens from there. But you got a buddy. And that's what it starts with. 1 becomes 2. But it was that getting past that 5 of Raphael. Where is it? Oh man, they're showing me all these good cards. They're just flipping to everything that is just fuck. Anyway, 1313. Yeah. And hitting the road. And during that time, utilizing that opportunity that's given, 1331, there's the mirror. That opportunity that's given to do the other things. But having a purpose and knowing a place, having a destination, because you move on to the next place you work at while you stay there. Or however it's endless. That's just the beginning of creating something and getting out and seeing the world. And that's the like-minded people. Yeah, the Chariot, 7 and 7. 2 people with the calling. 2 people with the calling coming together and taking off. That's the part I couldn't see. That's the part we didn't know yet. We knew, but we didn't. We knew it was out there. That almost says the opposite of what I'm saying. But not really. Because it's seeking out the other possibilities. You're living in a house now. or you're wanting to make a change and you didn't know how you're going to make money. Well, now you know. So maybe it's taking that chance, that leap of faith. It's seeking out the other possibilities. And the emotional part is going within. How does it feel? Does it excite you? Does it get you going? Yeah. Because this. Right? They gave me the 3 and 4 cups, but there's no 5 of cups, the one I was looking for before. And then you pick up another friend along the way. It's like-minded people who are doing the same thing. They're living on the road. They're going around, and it's a whole community, and it's nomads. It's not homeless. It's not whatever. It's being a nomad, a gypsy. Seeing the world, it's called living while you're still alive and you're human. Look, sleeping, but see how it goes right over that one? I heard it's the third eye awakening, but what does the card say? Insights that come from quiet meditation. Okay, that makes sense. The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. It will be a stress-free life if you love to travel, but you don't want to do it alone. I'm your Huckleberry. Right? Let's do it. Because my time, my life is very precious. I have a mission. And that's what it is. Thank you. Thank you, God. And if you're the one, and that's interesting, the one that reaches out, and this is something that we begin, then, I just heard it's heaven sent, but the divine mission, you know what it is, so until then, minding my own garden, doing what I need. There's that again. I just had to face myself in the mirror, 1755, about get ready, pack your shit. Preparing for it, like it's here. That's what they mean, isn't it? The strength and the peace. The strength to you can't bring peace to the world, but you can show and lead by example. Behind the scenes. It's divinely guided. Of course you're going to get there. I know. You say that. But is it true for me? Or am I just saying it for you? My ears are going off like fucking crazy. Yeah. There I had to face myself again. I just showed that I didn't believe, here we go, that I'm good enough. Thought I got past all that, but really? From my so-called evolution in my growing, in my consciousness and everything, I had to stop and look at the man in the mirror. I had to stop and take a look. Then I'll get to my destination. There's 2 paths. There's time to change the path you're on. I hope so. There's that Led Zeppelin song again, Stairway to Heaven. Hold the thought of the beautiful path, even though it may turn that way along the way, but will it? Not from here on out, I don't believe. That's not what it's coming through. You've changed so much you recognize and you see. Oh, no. Right, Ace of Cups, I'm going that way. no matter what it looks like. Because I've been planting these seeds. And I just came head to head with myself. 2014. You've been in an 11-year cycle. This is the 11th year. Finally, it's come to pass. You want to know what's interesting? Yeah, an Ace of Pentacles. There's one laying down here, face down. Oh, it was the Knight of Ariel. Face down, so I'd flip it over again to show it again. That's 3 times. Bam. 3, 8 is 11. Bam. Perspective just changed. What? Just did a flip. And then it begins. There's the fucking leap of faith. And your little dog too. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. What makes your heart sing. Are you ready to take that leap? Threaten me with a fucking good time traveling around the freaking world, just around the United States to start. It starts somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. 1 become 2. Same mission. Protected in that bubble. Angels watching over you. Divinely guided. Again, it's coming to pass. 2, right? It shows men, okay? 2 men. 2 women. Don't get mixed up on the gender. It's energy. It's what it symbolizes. Don't get hung up on the distractions. The distractions. When you get hung up on the human and what it... Just anything that's artificial. I said artificial. Together. Near the water. You know that calls to you. You know who you are. I'm the one, yes. Make bold, ambitious decisions. I'm going to get ready. 23, the moon. We're under a full moon. Just gave you the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. What I'm talking about. That's what's going on. That's what's being illuminated to you now. I just heard knight in shining armor. Don't get... If you're a lady watching and it's not a romantic thing, don't get hung up on the knight in shining armor. It's the energy. You are the knight in shining armor. Bringing the part that's needed with my part to do the next thing. I heard, or just because your soul's calling you to do it. No rhyme or reason. You're just like, I have to do this. No one's going to understand, and you're going to feel so good when you walk out and go, I know this is the right thing to do. Probably be a man. It keeps showing me all this emperor shit. Or could it just be a woman coming in that fulfills the parts that I need, where I can slip more into my feminine part, which is the nurturing. Not the one who has to be like a dude and do all the dude things. building communities, raising awareness, under the radar, face to face. We've been talking about this for years. Hello. I'm excited. Can't wait to meet you. Namaste.